Happy new moon. Oh. Oh my gosh, everyone. Happy Saturday, happy new moon, happy St. Patrick's Day. If that's something that you partake in and celebrate, hi, thank you for coming on. So today we have the new moon in Pisces. It is right at the end of Pisces at 27 degrees. So for those of you who don't know how astrology works, hey, how you doing, Jess? Thanks for coming on. Those of you who don't know how astrology works, or astronomy for that matter, basically the constellations are 0 through roughly 29 or 30 degrees, and that just is basically kind of the span of time that it takes to go through the constellation. So 27 degrees basically just means that it's right at the end of Pisces, right at the end of that constellation. So when we talk about where the new moon is, and we'll be talking about this in the workshop for those of you who are in Grand Rapids. There's a water sound overpowering your voice. That's probably my computer. My laptop is freaking out a little bit right now. I'm setting my phone on it, so hold on a sec. Let me figure that out. I apologize for that. I don't know why. It's like being nutso. This is a new dilemma. Well, it's better because I pulled the phone away from the laptop. So I guess I'll just have to be looking into two screens awkwardly. Hey Natalie, thanks for hopping on. Okay, it seems to be calming down a little bit, so I'm gonna try to put the phone back on there again. Is that better, Jess? Jessica? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna assume it's better, hopefully. All right, so yeah, so we'll be talking about this in the workshop that I'll be doing with the ritual to follow on the 30th. For those of you who are in Grand Rapids and able to make it, I'm doing a workshop called Magic and the Moon. Oh, cool. It does sound better. Great. Thanks, Jessica. That's helpful. So I'll be doing a workshop called Magic and the Moon. It's donation powered as per always. And the first part will be a workshop about how the moon affects us magically and kind of like how it works as far as astrologically and what it means to be in a new moon or a full moon or waxing or waning and how those energies affect us and what we can use them for and how we can connect with them in different ways. It is open to men and women and everyone in between. You know, I feel like there's so much stuff going on right now for women's empowerment with the moon, which is incredible, but we need to start getting other genders in there, guys, because the moon affects everyone. It's not just women. So I'm really excited for this. And then the second part of the workshop will actually be the first public ritual that I've ever led under Doorway to Self. So I'm pretty enthused about that. So I wanted to start today's meditation. I know I said that I'll be doing a live video every month for the new moon. I am beginning to feel into the fact that I think that I will still do a meditation, but I don't know if live is the best way to do it. So I think I'm going to start actually just recording them and putting them up on YouTube the day before the new moon or a few days before the new moon, and that way you can tap into it at any point during the day of the new moon. I feel like I'm just really called to do that because I know a lot of people do morning meditation and or like I just don't want to constrict you guys to having to like jump online at noon and do this group meditation and whatever. Like, especially for the new moon, I feel like it's really such an internal thing. And so it's very much about like being with yourself and going with yourself. Okay, Jessica says, cool, sister, that sounds swell. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Thanks for the feedback. So before we begin today's meditation, because I still am going to do this one live, let's talk a little bit about the new moon. So the new moon in Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So when the sun enters Aries in 3 days on the spring equinox, that will be the start of the astrological new year, essentially. So we're in the last days of the year for astrologists and anybody who follows astrology. So basically I like to think of Pisces as kind of like the wise sign, right? Aries is like this newborn, like, let me at him, like, I want to explore life. And Pisces is like, okay, I've done it all. I've completed the wheel. I've completed the cycle. I've gone through everything I could possibly go through. And I'm just gonna sit in my waters of wisdom right now. Pisces is a water sign, so it's very much about emotions and fluidity and depth and wisdom. So that's kind of what that is what our guided meditation is going to be surrounding today, is being able to tap into your inner wise person, whether that's a wise man or a wise woman or somewhere in between or both. I know a lot of people think of kind of like this hermaphroditic figure as their wise person, like a Chrononus type figure. So in honor of the new moon, I'm going to be lighting one of Jackie Smith's new moon candles. This is the packaging I had to rip off. It says new moon, and on the front it said, I had to rip it off so I could light it for you guys. But on the front it said, new moon, blessings, innocence, and creativity. And that's very much, beginnings, innocence, and creativity. And that's very much what the new moon is about. It's about starting anew. It's about really finding that inner child and working with that inner child. So that innocence and then creativity, you're starting something new. You can tap into that inner well of wisdom. Whereas the full moon is kind of more about like the outer, like what you're welling up to put out into the world. So this is kind of like the brewing process, if you will. So I love what she says. It says, new moon. The new moon provides an opportunity to begin or begin again. It is from this innocence and freedom that we can choose paths new and undefined. Take this opportunity to sculpt your desires and shape your future. Moon lore has followed us through the ages, influencing our tides, emotions, and spiritual beliefs. Use your moon candle at any time of the lunar cycle to tap into centuries of wisdom and fill your life with the magic and mysticism of our mother moon. So that's by Coventry Creations. I love their candles. It smells so good. So I'm gonna light this sucker. Probably should have trimmed the wick, but oh well. So that will be sitting behind us during our meditation. I'll move this away so that you can see it throughout the duration. Okay, so I think it's important on this lovely Saturday for us all to take a deep breath in and let it all out. This is your time for you to be able to just chill out and relax and sink into yourself. This is your time for you to be able to become better acquainted with yourself. Alrighty. So I'm going to ask that if you put any comments in the comment box during this time, that you understand I'm probably not going to respond to them as I'm doing the meditation. And I'm also probably going to be doing the meditation or most of it with my eyes closed. I know that's awkward to watch. This is part of why I'm going to be doing these directly on YouTube from now on. And I will be posting the links to those videos on the Doorway to Self Facebook page. And then, of course, you can also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And that way you will never miss a new moon video, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, when I post them on YouTube, I'll be doing them with like a picture that lasts the whole video, and that way you don't have to like watch me awkwardly closing my eyes while I'm channeling this meditation for you. All right, so if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can go ahead and do so at this time. And just continue to take those nice deep breaths in and out. Bringing in the new and shushing out all of the old things you want to be rid of. Bringing in a clean slate and shushing out all of the old chalkboard erasings from your old chalkboard full of crap. Focusing on your muscles as they begin to relax. Focusing on the feelings of your limbs melting into relaxation. Starting from your feet and going all the way up. Feeling your shoulders loosen. The muscles in your neck slowly starting to calm and disperse. The muscles in your eyelids loosening and relaxing. In your forehead, relax. And looking deep into your eyelids, feeling yourself surrounded by their warm, dark glow. And as you sink into that dark glow, you hear a dripping sound, like a faucet with a leak. You realize that you're in a cave, and the dripping is coming from the walls of the cave and the ceiling, cascading everywhere as though it's slowly drizzling indoors. You follow the sounds of dripping, walking deeper into the cave. And the dripping suddenly turns into the sound of a stream. You realize you've stumbled upon a sacred cave. And in this sacred cave is a spring of healing water. You kneel down next to the spring. You cup your hands and you put them into the water. A small stream of light floods in through one of the cracks in the cave walls, and you're able to see your reflection in your cupped hands. You look at yourself in the water and you say, "Please show me the parts of me that already know. Help me to see my wisest self." You take a sip from the water in your hands, feeling it rejuvenating the cells on the inside of your neck as it flows down into your belly. The static begins to pick up in the air. The crack of light begins to get slightly brighter, almost acting as a projector on the wall behind you. And as you turn around, you see multiple versions of yourself from lives you've lived before this one. You see yourself from thousands of years ago. You see yourself from 100 years ago. You see yourself from the 1300s and the 1800s and the 1200s and the 500s. And each version of you has something different to teach you, to remind you of where your soul has once been, of what journeys you've already walked. You take a moment looking into each of their eyes, each of your eyes, and gaining back the memories that were lost at your birth. All of these different lifetimes have given you a wisdom that you can tap into whenever you want to. One by one, you thank them for showing up. One by one, you give gratitude to them. You connect back in to your current self and the current of the spring beside you. You thank the spring for giving you the opportunity to see yourself and learn yourself through the ages. You thank the spring for giving you the opportunity to learn the complete depth and wealth of your wisdom. You cup your hands in the spring once more and pull the water towards your lips, looking at your reflection of you in this body, in this lifetime, in the water. Blessed by the light of the sun through the crack in the wall, and the light of the moon, which is next to the sun in the sky at this point in time. And you ask the water to bring you back out of the cave, into your body, into the room that you are currently sitting. Slowly coming back to your body, starting to wiggle toes and fingers. Slowly opening eyes at your own pace. This is a deep one. People are really needing to take a minute to come back, and that's okay. It's okay. Coming back at your own pace, but making sure to come back fully into your body, into this time. And a deep breath in, and hold, and shush it all out. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this meditation and you would like to experience it again, I will be posting the replay for this on YouTube. And just as a reminder, from now on, I will be posting these meditations on YouTube. In general, I'll be doing 2 videos, one about what is the new moon, and 2 as a separate guided meditation for the new moon that month. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rachel Leah Gerson, metaphysical practitioner at Doorway to Self, and you can find more at doorwaytoself.com. Thank you so, so much for joining. I really, really hope that this was healing and beneficial to you at this point in time in your life. Please remember to like and share and subscribe. And so, so much love to you at this point. Happy new moon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And that's about it. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And much love to all of you.